about rules of thumb. Now, please do not imagine that this is how we evaluate whether or not we're going to buy a piece of real estate, although lots of people do just exactly that. They'll say, yeah, that one measures up, and it doesn't. Now, let's go back to the mother-in-law rule. The first thing that my mother-in-law did was figure out whether or not she was even interested in the property. What's the first question she asked? How much? And what did she want to know? If they were realistic about price, okay? I'm sort of doing that when I do a rule of thumb. That's what I'm doing. I'm deciding whether or not they're in the ballpark. That's all I'm doing. I'm not analyzing whether or not I want to buy this piece of property. I'm saying, is this piece of property in the ballpark? And some of us use different rules. On office buildings, I'll be honest with you, I don't use any of the rules of thumb that I'm going to talk to you about for deciding whether or not I'm even interested in an office building. What I do is I compare what I think I can buy the property for with what I think I want to buy any kind of a property. I want to buy Class B office buildings right now for $100 a square foot. Now that may be quite unrealistic, but that's what I want to do. Okay, so if somebody's offering an office building for $300 a square foot, or if I think that they'll hold out for $300 a square foot, I'm not even interested. My rule of thumb is dollars per square foot on Class B office buildings, which is all I'm interested in buying in my little territory here. I only want to buy a Class B office building. I don't want to buy a restaurant building. I don't want to buy a warehouse, although I probably will buy the warehouse in back of us, just because it squares up the block so nicely. And I tear it down. It's 70 years old or something. But I use rules of thumb. Now, the three most popular rules of thumb that investors use in the commercial real estate business are gross rent multiplier, cash on cash, and cap rate. I'll talk to you about each of them in turn. Everybody know what gross rent multiplier means? Sometimes they call it GI. Never mind. Now, let's go back to the mother-in-law rule.